Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Factorio on the PC. We have gotten nuclear set up. Not 100% completely. We're still waiting more on some uranium-235 to get Covrex going, and then we will have it basically permanently set up. But we've got some nuclear reactors going. We are generating a nice amount of power off of those, and power should be somewhat just steady at this point. What isn't steady, of course, is our defensive grid. So we're going to want to work on that. This section, for right now, that's fine, because they're all hitting that bottleneck there. That choke point. But this wall needs to be improved. Up there's a little sketchy. And the southern wall needs to kind of just be filled out. So the easiest, most brain-dead way to do all this is, of course, just to set up a robot network to ensure that we get things there. So we're going to just do that. We're going to build out this whole... I mean, I'm not going to fill out this entire area. But we're going to get robots where we need them. Yeah, Okay, we may want to build the rest in here manually. I don't ever expect my base to actually extend this far down. As far as, like, actual production stuff. So... I think we'd want to just... do something like that. Just to ensure this whole southern border is within my RoboPort's purview. Correct. And then at that point, we can kind of just keep extending it. To include this eastern wall. This is obviously a lot of RoboPorts, but that's what they're for. Do I need more than that? No, that should probably be fine. So then let's bust out solid blueprint here. Yep. Yep. I just don't want to worry about it. Ever, you know? so that we can focus on non-defense things without constantly being like, oh shit, stuff's getting destroyed, I gotta fly over there and sort it all out and blah 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 blah. You know, as we have been doing. So that project will take a long time. Yeah, I guess we kind of just want to just fill this out. Something like that. Obviously a little overkill on the poles. And we're gonna need roboports. And we still need a lot of cliff explosives. I see robots just hovering in many places until they run out of power, then they go charge, and then they go back to hovering, hoping that someone will save them from their purgatory. Yes, yes, yes. That should be good. Except bridge this. Okay. Alright, let's just make some cliff explosives real quick. Oh, there's no way. Oh, I do have grenades because of military science. Perfect. And explosives we have. Not many. Aren't I making like boatloads of explosives at my oil spot? We'll probably want to automate cliff explosives somewhere. So we can put in a provider chest and they can just always have them. Iron is still doing really well. Steel, not so much. How are the modules coming along? Somewhat slowly. We put yeah, I mean, it just takes... We have one assembler. Let me take it out of here. See how that works. Blue chips are probably going to start to be an issue. But that's pretty fast. Pretty damn fast. But speed isn't really everything. We need productivity to cut down on all the material usage. Let's see. So if I wanted to automate this, I would need to automate grenades, empty barrels, explosives. We have explosives. That's simple. Just putting that in a request. Or in a, yeah, supply. Sure. Slowly working there. We'll get it. Grenade is coal and iron plate. We are not bringing coal into the mall, I think. So there's that. I don't really bring coal anywhere, but we do have coal here. We have the explosives here. I could just set up a little shop right here. Bringing in steel. I have iron here. So I'd basically just be steel for the barrels and we'd call it a day. Yeah, it's a little tight here. Kind of fucks up the symmetry. But these are the things we do for cliff explosives. Then... Okay, so the iron is for grenades, along with coal. And then I need the steel requester. And we're actually going to need another one. Wow, the requester. Yeah, the thing I have in real high quantities right now. Steel. Anyways, that's the barrel. Meh. It's gonna be ugly. Okay. That's out of the logistic network. Damn it. Hate that shit. Do I just put in another roboport, or do I move all this? Or neither? We'll just belt it over to where we have logistics. Here. Real ugly. This is my greatest sin. But damn it, it must be done. Yeah, there are better ways to do this. But we've automated cliff explosives, so I don't have to worry about them bumping into cliffs for the rest of their lives. Alright. This has gotten filled out. So they will start to place down some shit. Of course, it's like right. I don't know why I did this. Yeah, I don't know why I did it this way. I needed to just bite the bullet and move all the roboports up like 5 spaces so they can get the walls. It's either that or move the whole defensive wall down, but I'm not going to do that. So basically, as long as... as long as one roboport is connected to the rest of the network, we're okay. Let me, grab... L Roboport. Man, we've got a lot. Okay. Don't feel too bad then. We could probably just add on another layer instead of moving them. Just for the hell of it. We could just put them all. Okay. Good, now they'll get the walls. And eventually we'll get cliff explosives here, and it'll all be good. Yeah. Okay, let's check on the southern wall. And the western wall, though I doubt anything's there. Sure enough. Not a thing. It is a lot of wall we have added on. We may want to check production of the walls. We haven't even gotten down to the bottom yet. It's a slow process. Held up by fucking cliffs. Held up by cliffs. This is why we needed to automate it. Otherwise, I'd have to fly around and look at all this. Okay, so it'll be on its merry way now. Let's check on walls in the mall. We have 500, and it's output full because it's limited to 500. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I think we can probably bump that up to 1,000 without crying about it too much. This whole alien artifact thing kind of... boy, I assume they had more uses before I disabled that one mod. But alien tissue, yeah, it's used to either cook it, to eat it, or you can make solid fuel out of it in a really sort of, I don't know, frankly ineffective recipe. It can be researched, but I don't know what exactly that means. Alright, how are green circuits doing? We're short on copper. Let me grab some transport drones. Transport. You know, I put things in here, and then finding them is a bit of a bitch. Unless I do a factory search. I could have sworn I automated this. Alright, hold on. There it is. It was right next to me. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, so we definitely need more... And how is copper coming along? I mean, it's in full swing. Plenty of ore left. Not even using all the mining drones. All furnaces are firing. It's a constant 60 per second in here. But we're still losing because we just use an ungodly amount of copper. You really use an ungodly amount of copper. Most of this is going straight into green circuits. Because this assembly that we have built here utilizes 4,860 copper per minute. 81 per second. We're using 81 per second at full speed here. We are not producing 81 per second. If I add another stack like this, we're up to 90 per second. Which would barely cover my green circuit. That's rough. And we're using all our green circuits. Because most of that's going straight into red circuits. And red circuits, most of it is firing. So we're using most of the red circuit assemblers. But our red circuit number is also not what it once was. I don't know exactly how much we're consuming, but we also have to put in a stupid amount of green circuits into blue circuits. 57 green circuits per second if we want this to run full speed. If my green circuit factory is running full speed, we're making 54 green circuits per second, which barely covers blue circuits, not even counting all the red circuits that have to go into blue. So, holy shit. But that's the thing. It's like, we are getting to production numbers that are way over what we need to launch one rocket. And that's really the goal of this. So, I think it's all well and good that I am showing, like, what you might need to get up to past that point if you want to be, like, automating multiple rockets every minute or something like that. This is certainly very far from a mega base, but, you know, kind of to understand the levels of production needed. But, yeah, we really don't need to do all this. We need to get yellow science going. So, I guess we can just do that. So this is if you want to make LDS on site for yellow science. This is if you make it elsewhere and you just want to bring it in. I mean, I do need to make it elsewhere. So I guess we may as well. Alright, let's set up low density. You have a setup here. Yep, that's what it is. Now this is going to be really problematic for our copper supply. Because, choose through it. But, okay. Need to set up requesters for copper, steel, and plastic. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we say fuck modules for the moment and just stick with the old school techniques that we know work, then we really could just add in another smelter stack, another 2 smelter stacks, dump another 50 mining drones into this bad boy, and there really isn't much stopping us. Right? Right? Let's, clear this up. Because we're gonna put in a third smelter array. Ooh, we could maybe just do full blue with that. Do have blue belts. That would be 45 a second. So that would get us up to 105 copper per second. That's not bad. Oh, that's very long, though. Yeah. Well, we could just use this spot. Sure, why not? There you go. That's not good. It's not good at all. Alright, let me get a blue loader. Get some blue belts. And a lot more mining drones. Right. Have to self-load this bad boy. Blue belts. They are certainly taking them. I'm gonna need a second one. Okay. Good. Oh, look at them all heading south with walls. Good. Hopefully that problem gets solved. Oh, and look at all this happening. Alright, enjoy your mining drones that I just loaded into my ship. There you go, 89. Very nice. Blood out of there. Okay. And here we've got a blue loader. Blue belts. I guess we will skip over the road as usual. Shit. All right, we also want to provide oil down there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, technically I'm going to want to supply oil to this eastern wall as well, which would connect it all with underground pipes anyways, but I'd have to wait to get flamethrowers all over there. And we're not gonna wait that long. No, don't build train stop. Okay. Well, eventually this'll get oil into flamethrowers. It's gonna take a while. I mean, we're definitely overloading our flamethrower production, whatever it is. Smelter stack, full blue belts, ready to go. Very nice. And there you have it. Low power. Ooh, I wonder if we ran out of fuel cells over there. I haven't looked at nuclear in a while. Alright, let me just finish this up and we'll take a look. Yeah, it is a lot of copper per second, but we need it. I've set high standards for myself. Okay. Yep. We... I mean, it's 501 degrees. But you're not generating steam. Because of some reason? You're not pumping water. Because you're full of water? Okay, I'm not quite sure. There must be something related to temperature. Yeah, I assume I need to just turn these back on. But I don't know why it's not loading one of these fuel cells in. This is if... I think it's just because it's imbalanced. They don't want to load one if they can't load both, and we don't... Yeah, it's not perfect. Okay. This backed up. Of course. Let me just blow this shit up. Damn annoying. Wish you could just send it all into the ocean. Let's be done with it. We're up to 25 here. I'm gonna grab 2. Just to keep hope alive. We have very little power right now. Let me go ahead and just load these. Yeah, now they're making steam. We're back to full power. Just dump off 20 here. Yeah, I mean, my setup when I played Exotic Industries was probably about... It was probably a bit larger than this, but that's because I don't build things very compact. And I never ran out of fuel cells ever. And my reactor setup was like 4 times this size. So nuclear was a good option. Here it's also a pretty damn good option, but takes some time to get going. Yeah, well, okay. You know, watch pot never boils, so we'll move on. Let's go see how copper has updated. Steel is still where it was. Perhaps that was stupidly ambitious with all the modules. I could just set up like 6 steel smelter setups. You know, steel furnaces. Would have been just fine. Yep, that is it. 60 or 45 per second. So 105 per second total coming in. And you can see that. It's pretty damn fast. That's a lot of copper plates. But, you know, the transport drones won't go pick it up if it's not needed. You know, if there's a surplus sitting in the thing, so must be pretty needed. Southern wall is looking not too shabby. Laser's pretty well covered. Oh, we got a nice line of flamethrowers. Can't put build orders in Fog of War. So that'll take some time. Alright, but green circuit production seems to be holding fairly steady. A lot of green circuits. But we go through a lot of green circuits. But we're making a lot of red circuits. They're all working right now. That's nice. Yeah, good, good, good. Copper's doing well now. That was the ticket. How about the ore? Doing well. Not even using all 89. Only 65. Perfect. Okay, so copper right now is sorted, although we're about to add on low density. That's gonna throw a monkey in the engine. As it tends to do. These will consume... This is a lot. 36 copper per second. It's quite a bit. We certainly don't need this many low-density structures. But we'll put 5 in there. Then we need plastic. Let's get numbers here. And only 9 plastic per second, and only 3.6 steel per second. It's very copper heavy, but we have a lot of copper. I could put more drones into green, but yeah, we're really not making that many. We probably need a second green stack, but man, it's pretty hefty. I mean, it is just copper and iron, which we do have in abundance right now. Iron is still sitting almost capped all the time. So we probably could support it. It just feels like a lot. But if we want a steady amount of blue circuits, that's kind of what we need to do. Part of the problem is that this system doesn't even seem to work. Or... I don't know, I think it would work if I just put in another... Really would just love to automate loaders. Higher play green circuit transporter, okay. I think... but the inserter, that's the tricky thing. How am I going to get inserters over here? It's impossible without setting up a separate mall section or waiting for requester chests. Annoying as hell. Okay, that kind of evened out, but the problem is iron now. Iron's got to get all the way up there, so it's got to be a nice steady stream. And with two of them now, we're pissing iron. Pissing iron, I say. More than 9 drones? Perhaps. Iron deliveries coming in pretty slow. I mean, drones are cheap. Gee. What is... Fuck. Endgame combat. Is there no way to turn off, like, robots picking up bullshit? Yeah, there is. But I'd have to restart my game. Yeah, you see, the problem is the aliens keep dropping this shit. My robots are going to keep going in to pick it up. And apparently we've run out of logistics space. Okay. Well, let me put some more there for you. And we'll go ahead and slap one up here just to make it convenient. And let's go check the southern wall real quick. Well, my nuclear reactors fail again? Shouldn't be burning through fuel cells that quickly. No, I'm not. They're just not doing it. Then it's certainly a circuit controlled problem. Okay, so if steam is less than 100,000, and that goes across all our tanks, it sends a green signal of 1. If used up uranium fuel cells in these chests equals exactly 2, it sends a red signal. Then, if it has both green and red, it will output a black signal. Black then tells these to dump the used fuel cells into here, and also to load in new fuel cells. So we have a problem where we have an uneven amount of 3. So we need to take one, and now that fixed the system. So that problem arose because we ended up with an imbalance of fuel cells, and it loaded one, I guess, but didn't load the other because there wasn't one. So it sent the signal to load 2, but there was only one available. It's kind of a flawed system somewhat. I mean, I understand what he's going for, but yeah, that can happen. So whatever. Cobra, we're at 29. I am good on fuel cells for the moment. So I guess we will just let it cook. Yeah, but I am I'm not really, I haven't really done outposts like in a long time now. Every time I play, I always just make one big encompassing base because it's just, you know, you secure your one border around your one base, and then you don't have to think about it. Whereas outposts, you have to make sure they're supplied in different ways. You know, you want to rely on flamethrowers, then you have to think about how to get oil there. Or if you're using just ammo, you know, you have to think about how to get ammo there. It's a whole thing. Whereas just having one base all in your robo network, and it's all just a lot easier. Okay. Right. This is all one big work in progress. And, eventually all our flamethrowers... This is really an obscene amount of flamethrowers, if I may say so. We do not need that many flamethrowers. Half of this. Really just where... Just where we have the little pipings. That's where we can put flamethrowers. Crazy amount. Crazy! I mean, yeah, eventually you might need this many, but... ways off from that. Whew. Okay, Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well, anyways. Here. Now, why... Oh, of course. Okay. Like I said, I'm sure we're struggling quite a bit making all these flamethrowers. What was I doing? Oh, I think I was looking at green circuits. Yeah, I guess we were gonna make another one of these. Alright, let me just disconnect this. And, yep. And, okay. They will work on that. I need so many request depots. It's probably something I could automate here somewhere. Um, iron stick, iron gear wheel, iron plate. Sticks are really weird. We don't use many sticks. I could automate it here. Basically, we just have to do that. Just request depots at the very least. I don't have to think about that. More iron. Just think. Just think of how many bugs have died already in this one spot. Cuts off, so I can't see how many kills these flamethrower turrets have gotten. These laser turrets are up to the 300s. Again, compared to Rampant, those numbers are laughable, but we ain't playing with that. I mean, how much steel are we making here? 5.75 a second right now. And that's compared to our other stacks, 6 per second. Really? We're still not up to proper numbers. Damn. Did I just add in another normal... And I could just toss this in just as a little accompaniment. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. Probably want to alter it a little bit, but... I mean, it's probably fine. Yeah, fuck it. Put that in. And get me more mining drones. Not many. Just like 10. And that should kind of do it. Actually, I could just latch it onto the bottom of this. We're never going to fill this blue belt. There you go. It's not much. Let me just see what they say here. This is an extra 3 per second. So, you know, half of this setup. But, hey, it all adds up. Steel's tricky. I mean, it's tough to get 105 steel per second to match iron and copper. Are we losing ore? Well, the 29th dude is not coming out, so we must not feel too worried yet. Just like the only asshole sitting in there not working, and Bob, you gonna come out today? No, we're fine. You guys go ahead. You got it covered. It's like right on the fringe. As soon as we add in like 1 or 2 more modules over there, probably put it over the edge. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We should hopefully start to see a slight increase in our steel. That's the hope. Right. Request depot. Look at that. Ready to go. Let me just... Yeah, let me just copy this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. So I need... Oh, yeah, they can place. Oh, they can probably deliver the... Yeah, they can deliver the trucks! Yeah! Nice! I don't have to do shit about that now. What they can't deliver, though, is the loaders. So those I have to take care of. Very annoying, very annoying. Okay. A little fast forward. A little fast forward and never hurt nobody. Okay, and with that, we should have a relatively decent amount of green circuits. Red circuits numbers are looking pretty good. I think we can probably dump in a few more here. Keep up blue production a little bit better than that. We will need blue circuits. Plastic and steel. And we'll need another supply depot. Okay. Loader, loader, loader. Plastic. Steel. These we do not need as much of. So we'll go with my default 2. We may as well do double loaders here. Okay. Okay, this could really be normal loaders. We may as well use those when we can. Let me say it again. Thank God for the plane. Really just a wonderful invention. The Wright brothers really were right. Ooh, iron. Iron, what is happening to iron? Say it ain't so. Yeah, okay, the circuits. Yeah, the circuits. Okay. Fuck. We can squeeze one more in here. So we should do that. Yeah. But it has to be... This is too wide. No, I think It's the same width. Okay, then we can do electric. That's fine. Just because I'm making electric furnaces. Otherwise, I'd have to switch back to steel. We're on the electric train now, boys. Alright, so let me, Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. God damn. One short. Okay, well, there you will sit. As for coal, yeah, we're gonna have to do something just a little fucky. So let me just hold off on that for the moment. Let me plop down this. Yeah, it's a little bit longer. That'll work. Damn bugs. Yeah. I mean, by the time I got down there, they would have killed it. This is annoying, though. That's gonna just be a loop for a while. Okay. I gotta go get that. Eventually. Eventually, I won't have to bother with this shit. And I ran out of... There we go. Jesus. I just wish there was, like, a super explosive that I could use to just... like, literally destroy the land. There is a mod called Waterfill. Some people pretty much use it to cheat and just put a giant moat all around their base and, like, make themselves an island. At that point, I don't know why you're playing with biters. It's a lot easier just to turn them off. So I don't want water fill, but I would like an expensive explosive that I could just use in certain spots. Like, not to cut off this whole southern wall, but, like, literally just to blow up this. That would be nice, and then I wouldn't have to worry about this. I would do that right now. Let me check back on the nuclear reactor. Okay, almost out of fuel cells, but Covrex is ongoing. Very nice. Here. Whoops. Make it a little faster. So, poops out 41. Bunch of them go in the box. And, we keep increasing by 1 every time. So right now it looks like we have 6 excess. If I'm reading that correctly. So let's just take one. And we could put in a second centrifuge. To do even more Kovarex, but we really don't need that. Not with 2 reactors. So then what we're going to want to do is just... we don't even really need a chest, because we can just connect it to this. And then, yeah, we should get to the point relatively soon where we do not ever have to look back at this. The only concern would be... Okay. This is actually... Oh, right. Of course. Because they have to walk farther. This is a known issue. All mining productivity falls as the... Yeah. So these are right on the brink of their numbers, and soon they'll go over. Because the patch keeps moving further away. So let me just grab 20 here. I'm going to put 5 more in each of these, just to offset that. We'll put 5 more in here, just to future-proof it a little bit. Or is 15 not enough? Should be enough. Yeah, I think it's enough. Okay. So right now then the only issue I have left to clear up is these fuel cells, but I'm literally just gonna stuff in a box. That'll take a long time to fill up. We will have beaten the game by then. So once this runs like 40 times, I think, or so, then it should start pumping out the XS1 each time onto this belt, which will just get turned into fuel cells. And those will get automatically thrown here onto this belt, and we will never run out of fuel cells for our nuclear reactor. So... that being said, wouldn't be the worst idea to maybe build a second set of reactors, but we could also just throw down more solar fields. What was I doing? Oh, I'm sure I was up to something. Oh, right, we were adding in this. Yes. That brings the problem of needing even more ore. I think at this point, maybe I move this closer now. Since I have to fit in another loader anyways. That's probably not a bad idea. Let me grab some red belts. And let's cut all this off. Yes, 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 yes. Die! Die! Oh god, I had to pick up all the ore. Yeah, I'm aware. God, there's a lot in there. I should have let it drain first. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, just temporary stoppage. Okay, we're almost done. There. Okay. Now just move it up. And pick iron. Put these gentlemen back to work. Yeah, you probably don't want to deal with that in your face. Okay, and then we've got 1 loader, 2 loader, 3 loader, 4 loader. It certainly doesn't matter how long the belts have to travel for, but it does matter how far... Wait a minute, that's unnecessary. Realize that. It does matter how far the mining drones have to travel. Okay. Let's grab just another 20 drones. So we're gonna finally see if we go over triple digits. Okay, we're not gonna see because I can't do math. But if I could do math, we would have found out. Nope, 100 is the cap. You need a second depot at that point, which is reasonable. I understand. I'm shocked it goes to 100. Yeah, that's a fucking cacophony. Alright, and then, damn. Okay, that's an extra 30 iron plates per second. Steel is still not great. Oh, right, because I cut off the coal. Right. Bit of spaghetti. Bit of spaghetti. But it will work for now. Iron should start to shoot back up. New green circuits. Doing pretty well. I think we did have an iron shortage while I was fixing stuff, but yeah. Thing is, we're still like using every ounce of green circuits we get. But we'll see. Maybe it'll level out. Okay. Right. Alright, and that will be low-density structures. What did we figure this to be? 1.8 low-density structures per second? 108 per minute. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's livable. As I said, probably more than I need. Yeah, I mean, I might need more plastic and steel than that. I'm not sure. Either way. Either way. Let us, make some yellow science. Now that we can. What a shithole. What a shithole this is. Alright, so this is going to be LDS input. It's a very compact thing. I wonder if we can't just slide this in with purple. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we don't need a whole lot of research till the end of the game. Let's not make it complicated. Okay, this is going to be requests for low-density structures, blue chips, steel, green circuits, lubricant, batteries, iron plates. Hot damn. Iron plate, battery, lubricant, green circuit, steel, blue chips, low density. It is, yeah. But just look at how easy it is. And we could have put this anywhere, and all these things would have been delivered. You know, some would take longer than others. But still, transport drones, very nice mod. I don't know if the developers will ever, like, want to put in a system like it. For whatever their reasons are. But it's not too shabby. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's just good. I mean, I could have just told you that this was a vanilla thing that I just never, I never showed before. Would you really question it? Lubricants. I doubt we need a whole lot of lubricant, but sure. Then green circuits. Then steel. Then blue chips. And low density structures. That's probably going to need a fair number. I know it is like right there. It's a very short trip, but it's a very small stack as well. So I'm not quite sure. We'll just do that. Then that's obviously a lot of loaders. Yep, many fast loaders. Many gear wheels. Many iron plates. And supply depot. What is getting hit hard? Oh, this. This. Alright, so what's the problem with LDS? Low power. Yeesh. I mean, the nuclear reactor is going. I think it's just at the slight transitory period at dawn between the accumulators running out and the solar panels coming online. We're just kind of on the fringe there. Another solar field wouldn't go amiss. Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, alright, anyways. Everything will get made eventually, you know, that's the thing. It's like, it's nice to keep everything fully stocked, fully producing, fully consuming, all that stuff. But as long as we have everything in place, it'll all work out. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and... Those underground reds are kind of expensive. Keep your underground reds. They're expensive. Use them for something else. And with that, we should have yellow science. Slowly. Just very slowly. Skipped a lot of time there. Alright, there we go. First yellow science. I can already see blue chips is going to be a problem. Let's take another look at blue chips as a situation. Obviously, green chips is the biggest determining factor here. And we are consuming pretty much every green chip we make as soon as we make it. I can see copper is still an issue as far as going in to those assemblers. How is our... Yeah, okay. I mean, we're still bringing in as much as possible, but we're not capping out. Look at all these trucks. Look at all these trucks. Every single one wants their share of copper. Like, it's nuts. Do we add on another blue stack? I think so. I think it's getting a little ridiculous here. Or maybe I just add on a red stack. That might be enough. Alright, let's add on one more red stack. It's getting goddamn ridiculous, though. We're gonna need to cap out that depot, and hopefully that's enough. But we can always add on a second depot. Nobody will stop us. Alright, that should do. We'll come back and check on that in a bit. We do have yellow science, though. Which is fun. Things we can research with yellow science. Well, of course, there's rocket control units. We need that to get rocket silo, and we use them a lot. So that's how we're going to win the game. That's important. Military 4. Yeah, I mean, there's some fun toys. Artillery, atomic bombs, Spidertron, orbital bombardment, but that's after we launch rockets a bit. Lightning turrets, uranium ammo, fun things like that. Plasma turrets we can get, which are fun. Transport drone speed, which would probably be a very nice upgrade. Transport drone stack capacity, also nice upgrade. We could just get that right now, actually. Let's go for... Let me grab this. We've got 7,000 purple science sitting here, so let's use some of it. 20k, 15k on chemical science. Yeah. Let's use some of this. We haven't researched anything in a while. Okay. Green might finally be working out. But red is stalling because of copper. Damn. Yeah, copper's a real bitch. Real bitch tit. But green might finally be helping out properly, and blue. What else did I just want? Ultra fast logistics. Double express speed. It adds on 10 iron gear wheels. You just slap on 10 more wheels onto blue belts and you get 90 per second. That doesn't even make any sense, man. Pretty cool, but it doesn't make sense. Mining drone mining speed. Let's grab that. Because that will save us from having to maybe add on another copper. Let me just give a quick shout out to the bottleneck mod. That's the mod that adds like little green lights to everything if everything's working well. Puts red lights if it's completely stopped up for whatever reason, due to not having enough materials. Or a yellow light if there's like just a slowdown problem due to power or something like that. It just makes it so much. I can't imagine playing without it. And it really should be like a default feature. It is just glorious. Okay, and then let's grab transport drone stack capacity. Which will do all sorts of things to all of my requesters. So we'll see how that goes. Are we out of red belts again? No. They're just slowly getting around to it. Yeah, that is a lot of copper. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever had that much copper plates moving per second. Because I've never, like, gone into Mega Base. I've really never, like, automated space science or anything like that. So, usually I just scrape by to get the first rocket, and then I'm like, okay, I won. I'm done. Alright, so there's the carry capacity. That's going to ravage my stockpiles a bit more. So now I think they're each carrying 400. I don't know, you can't inspect them to see what they're carrying. But the hope is then that they have to make overall less trips. But we'll also want to increase their speed to help out as well. Low power, yeah. Shit. Because we're not filling the accumulators. Spiking like a motherfucker. Alright, let's place another solar field. Losing power is just a big hit to my productivity. Oh god, we never even finished this one. What the hell happened? What the hell happened with that? You have all the solar panels you need. Okay. So the substations didn't get placed to power the roboports. So there was a bit of a problem there. Okay, well that's fixable. Just gonna manually place the ones for the roboports to ensure their compliance. Good enough. Okay, so we never finished this one. I did not realize that, even though had I ever looked at the minimap, I would have noticed immediately. Go figure. Oh, and I think our nuclear reactors fell off, which would be the bigger explanation of what happened. Which means that Cobra X never quite got up and running. Fully. Oh god, do you have to get up to 80? Okay, ooh, we can get another mining drone mining speed increase. And another lab research speed, blah, 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 blah. Hmm. Okay. I think we're okay. Until I throw in yellow. Yeah, electric furnaces take up quite a bit of power. You pay for not using coal. So, an assembler can hold twice the number of ingredients for the next process that it runs, which means that this can hold up to 80 uranium-235. This will only start passing off excess once there's 40 in this box to ensure that it can always run. That's perhaps a little much, but yeah, I mean, it guarantees that you'll never run out at that point. So I guess, I mean, this has to run another 70 times at 1 minute each time, minus however long this takes. I guess it's running I don't know exactly. Say 50 seconds, I don't know. So like an hour. In like an hour of game time, we will have our unlimited fuel cells. But this should last a good while. I know I keep saying that. We really didn't ever get attacked much on this eastern wall. It happened like once. Most of this wall is pretty good. Most of this wall has flamethrowers where we need flamethrowers. So that's good. Yeah, I think the southern border is pretty much covered. And assuming we don't get bothered too much on the eastern border as they slowly build it, I think our defensive troubles are mostly over. It was nice to have that western part be a peninsula. Still having some power troubles. I think they're building more accumulators than we have solar panels at the moment. Could hopefully start to even out. Low density is doing well. That's nice. 640 in there. Yellow science, we got 555. It's not an overwhelming number, but it's something. Let me put another quester down. Steel is still pretty much where it's always been. Iron, however, has recovered. I think that's pretty good. Ore, we're doing perfectly fine. This behemoth is... It has a lot of modules in it, I'll give it that. There's a shit ton of modules. This module facility is stopped up due to what issue? Blue chips, yeah. Yeah, because all my blue chips are kind of going into yellow science now. And, that's just the way it is. Yeah, man. Fuck. You need so many green chips. An obscene amount of green chips. I'm getting a feeling that copper is not looking hot. Yeah. Scraping by. And we have 135 copper coming into this thing per second. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, but I mean, like, ore we have really no problem with. Look at that. So we could just add on another one of these stacks. Probably another blue stack. But, like I said, I know for a fact we have more than enough production of everything to launch a rocket, because I have never had this much going on. like, in base Factorio. Crazy shit. So I don't remember. I mean, obviously, I recorded that original playthrough so long ago. I don't know all the things I talked about. But this is a thing called belt weaving. So you can't if you put yellow underground belts in a line like this, they're all gonna connect with one another. So you can't like bring two underground belts, carrying different things and have them do separate underground tracks on the same, line, vertical or horizontal. However, if you do different colors of belts, they are separate. So you can actually have yellow belts sort of run in between red belts uh, on the same line. And that allows you to do all sorts of space-saving techniques, like, for giving assemblers access to a bunch of different ingredients without having, like, 5 separate lines of belts. You can condense things using belt weaving. I don't tend to use it much myself. Like, if I'm just building something freehand. But I don't know. I mean, the devs clearly allow it. I don't know if they've ever put a stance to it. And there's our yellow science loaded in. What should we research first? RCUs? I mean, I guess if we just kind of want to bum rush, RCUs are probably the way to go. Because then we can set up that production. Which is going to be, blue chip oriented. And unless I put in these, like, special transport drone circuits, which I don't even know if I researched. I didn't. Unless I do that, there's really no way to control, like, where my blue chips go. They kind of just go wherever the first truck takes them. Which in most cases is probably just going to be yellow science. Yeah. I mean, he's making trips and carrying, like, 20. Because that's how much is there by the time he gets back over there. Yeah, it's a little rough. Okay. RCUs. Here's the RCU build. So this is going to take in blue chips, red chips, green chips. And we'll spit out rocket control units. Yeah. And I think we need 1,000 of these, if I recall. So the sooner we start making it, the better. And once we get this research, we can kind of just cut off yellow science. We don't really need it for anything else to beat the game. There's a lot of cool things, but it's not necessary. And it's eating up all our blue chips. Okay, I mean, we're not at like 5 copper plates, at all times. Like it seems to be stable for right now, which is good. And there I think it will stay, except that we need more drones in the copper ones here. We really need this green circuit production to be kind of constant. But I think they're not all going because there's not enough stockpiled in this depot. Like, they won't go if there's not going to be enough by the time they get there. And with so many of them on the road, they're all kind of calculating. So even though at any given time I have, 2,500 in here, that doesn't really matter for them, for their calculations, because if they all hit at the same moment, there's not going to be enough for all of them. So you just need more. You just need more and more in the depot. Should I build another blue one? So that's where we get into power questions. I'm not so sure. Maybe. I mean, it seems okay right now. We're at like 300 megawatts out of 415. How can you go wrong? But then nighttime hits, and I just don't know. Accumulators don't seem to be perfect. But these 2 solar fields are now all good. That's kind of a relief. So maybe. Maybe. Yeah, alright. May as well. Okay, I'm gonna need more blue loaders. 2 more. And a bunch of blue belts of my own purposes. It's a lot of copper. Fuck it. I know, oh, but I needed it here anyways. Shit. Alright, so you can see our production start dropping down. Until it hits the exact point of our satisfaction, in which the accumulators will kick in to make sure that we do not have low power on anything. Or that's, the general idea. But I guess until that point, steam engines and turbines and stuff will also try and pick up the slack. So accumulators are really like the last ditch thing to ensure that we don't have low power. And you can see our accumulator charge is 11 gigajoules. And under most sort of sustained load, that should be more than enough to carry us through the night before solar panels come back online. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Oh, why? I just saw an open belt and I was like, well, this must be it. Jesus. Okay, that must, yep, that got loaded into the depot. Sorry about that. That's the correct one. Yeah. Let's get a little janky. Okay. How much copper is that per second? These two blues down here are 90. Plus 90. So that's 180 copper per second. Never stopping. I mean, I wish I could see the exact number for this copper ore that's just like, holy shit. But I suppose it's pretty similar to the copper plates. We're short on electric furnaces. I would imagine because of red circuits, if I had to guess. Alright, research rocket silo. Look at that. Look at those numbers. Beautiful. Alright. Then with that sort of in the process of being finished. Yeah, red circuits are failing because of copper. But we should start to see improvements on that. So we'll just let it be. Oh no, electric furnaces, we have 100 sitting here, so I don't know what they were waiting on. Oh, are they out of a build range? They are just out of the build range. Okay. I'll do it myself. Oh, okay. We were short a lot. We already have 700 more solar panels. So if I wanted to place down another field, we could easily do that. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to cool it on yellow signs. Okay, that should be... Yeah, okay. Copper is increasing. And the mining drones are up to 75 working now. So that's good. This is all good. This is all good. This is all good. Okay, can't complain. All right, let's set up our RCU blueprints. Right next to low density. And we need all three. Just have the robots do it all. Iron is slipping, it seems. Oh yeah, iron is slipping now. Damn. Damn. Probably have to add on another stack over here. So like I said, it's not immediately evident now that you're short because they just won't come get it if you don't have quite enough. I don't know, I'm not sure. I won't build it yet. What was I doing? Things that were entering my brain. Right, yes. Alright, no red belts involved here. It's a pretty slow, just expensive, slow process. We can just do yellow loaders. Okay. And that'll be that for RCUs. So yeah, it's just blue chips and speed modules. Speed modules, the thing that takes green and red. And each RCU is one blue chip, one speed module. So, long story short, we need 1,000 blue chips in order to launch our precious rocket. And we are really nowhere near that. Assuming this thing ever got up to full speed, it would take, what, like 7-8 minutes to get our 1,000? But I don't foresee it ever getting up to full speed, although we have quite a bit of green chips in there now. Red chips are going to start to slow down. But maybe, I mean, maybe it won't take too long. I think probably we want to cut off modules. It's a nice thought, but I don't think this is ever happening. So, fuck it. Look at this. I think a Roboport just got hooked up by some walls. That's my guess. It's mesmerizing. It's like that thing in Solitaire, you know, where it just like bounces around. Let them go. Oh, now they all realize they need to charge. They break. But yeah, you can see everyone grabbing hundreds of walls. But that's why I bumped it up to 1,000 instead of 500. Yeah. Just a nice convoy. We have 1,000 LDS sitting here, so that's good. That's very good. Last thing then we need to get going is rocket fuel, which is going to be a test on our oil system. It has pretty simple inputs of light oil. That's it. So yeah. The three things you need for the rocket parts are low density structure, rocket control unit, and rocket fuel. So this is the third component. I guess we'll just slap it up here. Right here. Done. Light oil, light oil, light oil. We have almost no light oil. Yeah, that's a problem. Because it's putting all of our light oil into petroleum gas, which is important because it's how we get plastic. But we have too much petroleum gas and not enough light oil. So this is going to get adjusted. He has no pump, I guess. Okay, we have 20k in the fluid depot. Oh, okay. So we are pumping out a lot of our light oil for that purpose. All right. I mean, I don't know how much light oil specifically we're going to need. But 20k seems like a good start. Assuming... I don't know if I can pump it out of there. I think we may have to just utilize the request system. So we will utilize the request system. So, yeah. Rocket fuel is solid fuel and light oil, and we're making the solid fuel from light oil, so it's basically just 20 light oil per rocket fuel. We need 1,000 rocket fuel, so 20 times 1,000 is... Here we go, 20,000. Who would have thought? So even if I don't add a drop more to this fluid depot, we should be fine. But we have more than that, so yeah. It's just a matter of time. This is a pretty big factory, so it shouldn't take too long. And we're gonna put this in a supply depot. Okay. Alright. Good. Let's take a look. This will make 72 per minute. Yep. I guess that's an accurate number. So, after 10 minutes, we'll have 720. So, yeah, like 15 minutes, we'll have all the rocket fuel we need. So, with that being said, we have our low-density structures already done. Rocket control units are being made. We have 136 already, so that's good. They're not all functioning, but, you know, enough by the time we get the rocket fuel done. And rocket fuel's going. So the only thing left to do to beat the game is build the rocket silo and set up 3 requesters to load in the shit. And I guess probably we want productivity modules in there. So I could hand load some of this stuff. Just... That's a lot of green. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll want some productivity. But anyways, right, so we need 1,000 steel plate, 200 blue chips, 200 electric engine units, 100 pipes, and 1,000 concrete. Some of those are a lot more abundant than others. I'll grab a little bit of steel here, but we have a lot more to grab out of the old base, which we never tore down. And really, unless you really need to tear down your starter base, you know, there's not much reason to do it. Okay, there's our 1,000 steel. Electric engine units. That's kind of tricky. Yellow science might have some. An okay number of them. What's the best way to just get these here? Yeah, so 200. This should get us pretty close. 100 pipes, easy. 1,000 concrete, easy, because we set that up ages ago. 200 blue chips, and we're just going to have to kind of take out of the mouth of rocket control units for the time being. Okay, didn't quite get us there, but we should have some in the mall. Yep, I got 50. Don't even need that many. Okay, blue chips. I'm gonna grab them right now. And how many do you have here? None. Okay, then yeah, we're basically just going to have to take every blue chip that gets made here for a little bit. So I'm just gonna stand here and hold down F. And we'll hold down speed. There you go. Takes a while. I don't know how many minutes are passing here. But damn. Okay, there you go. Then the pipes and the concrete go back to our old base. I'm sure that's slowed down RCU production quite a bit. Pipe and 1,000 concrete. Yeah, I really don't need a lot of this shit. Well, that's pretty much the whole thing. There you go. Rocket control or rocket silo. Making it in my hands, well on my little gunship. And it only takes me 30 seconds because the game is weird. They don't let you handcraft normal engines, but you can handcraft a rocket silo. Yeah. Yeah, okay. RCUs are up to 520. That's pretty solid. Can't complain. LDS, we already know, is at 1,000. That's not really moving until we start requesting it. And rocket fuel has not been made. I see the problem. Yes, yes, I most certainly do. That's really weird. Is this not a... Did he really fuck up this entire blueprint? He does not have pipes running to the assemblers to make the rocket fuel. That's weird. What was he thinking? What? Okay. Nilaus doesn't even go that far, so who knows? We can look at Bob Aces, but it's going to be nuts. If he even shows it. he certainly has it in here somewhere. Yeah, he's got it in there. Oh, fuck. Okay. The easiest way to do this is to strip out half of the assemblers, which will cut our production in half. Which is really obnoxious. But it's either that or rebuild and redesign the whole thing. Okay, great. Well, let's see here. This is a dumb way to do. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Shit. Shit, man. Okay. And theoretically, I can just copy this, flip it. Sure. Perhaps I should have put in the normal pipes first. Oh, right. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see. I mean, it's a really startling mistake, because surely this thing never functioned, yet he copied the whole structure and put it in his blueprint book, of which everything else functioned. I mean, it's really wild. I don't really have an answer for it. So this isn't a great fix. Because like I said, we lost half our production or so. But it's a band-aid, and it's going to go. And I would be more diligent in fixing it properly, except we have this time skip mod. And I think we can actually end this series in this video utilizing that. All right, but we have the rocket silo. Let's put it in this crater because I think it's cool. There you go. People do all sorts of ornamental stuff to their rocket silos, but I'm not an ornamental person, as you well know. All right. Rocket control units. LDS. Rocket fuel. Let me get... We really don't need that many drones. Then we need some loaders. And some belts. Okay. Yeah. Not nice, clean lines. But here we are. Okay, and put some productivity in here. So it uses up less materials, but not really a concern. Would definitely be required, practically, if you were trying to automate space science, because it's a shit ton of materials. But, yeah, for now... Yeah, we really don't need many drones just because it takes so long for it to build these rocket parts. Actually, no, it doesn't take that long. Alright, let's grab more drones. Okay, that is making rocket fuel very slowly. 39 per minute. So this will take, I don't know, 26 minutes or so at normal speed. But with 64 times speed, could be quite a bit faster. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's just keep a look at it. So it's going to continue to start and stop just due to rocket fuel being produced very, very slowly. So that's the main time problem here. Actually, you know what? We have a lot of speed modules. Like, a lot. Here, we have 25, 29, 30 speed module 2s. Probably like 300 speed module 1s. More than that, really. So let's put... Actually, and I could upgrade all of these to tier 3 assemblers. I know we can do that. But let's put these in. Not gonna quite make it, but... Let me go back to the mall real quick. Maybe it would have been faster just to keep sitting there with times 64 speed, but whatever. We've got this stuff, we're gonna use it. Yep, here they all come. Okay. Just about fully upgraded. Okay. But now this setup will make basically double that, like a lot. Nearly 100 per minute. Good. That's more like it. Oh, I ran out of fuel one last time. Oh, I have solid fuel. I finally got solid fuel. Okay. Should start to see big speed increases here. Well, that's super crazy. I think they have a very long trip. Okay. I'm gonna fucking add more drones. I mean, yeah, I can't just sit and watch, you know? Yeah, I don't think that makes much of a difference now, but okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, a hell of a lot of time is passing. This would be pretty slow. But just about done. There you go. Okay. So now, for cargo, you could load all sorts of things. You're meant to load a satellite, this, but I'm almost certain I don't have 2,000 yellow science to research this. Not that it would really matter. You get an achievement if you load a fish into the cargo. And I believe you can board the rocket yourself if you load a car in. I think is how I remember it works. That's probably what I did last time I played, but again, I always feel it's most appropriate to actually leave on the rocket, since that's your entire fucking goal. So let's load the car in. We're in the rocket. Launch. There you go. And I got Logistic Network Embargo. Win the game without building any active provider, buffer, or requester chest. 18 hours, 50 minutes. Not a super fast time. I don't know how the time mod affects that, if that counts it or not. I'm not sure. I guess we could check, because I didn't play it all without recording it. So we probably could just look at my recording length, which would be this. 15 hours, 51 minutes, plus 2 hours, 50 minutes is 1840. Although I probably explained stuff at the start in the mod section, I'm not really sure. I assume that's a real-time clock. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so launching a rocket in Factorio is really not a difficult thing. Unless you're playing on like Death World, or you're playing with like rampant or natural evolution enemies, things like that, or if you're specifically restricting yourself in some way, just launching one rocket to get this victory screen is really not a difficult task. It sure seems like it when you first start playing, because there's just so much going on. Really, you're not going to have any knowledge of blueprints. You don't even get access to blueprints until you make construction robots for the first time. things like that. I mean, there's just so much stuff you're learning as you go. It seems like a very daunting task initially, but in the grand scheme of things, as you keep playing, launching one rocket, very basic. And I would do more than that, but really, I would either have to cut out some stuff and do some stuff on my own, or well, that's basically it. I would have to cut some stuff out, because otherwise, this video series just gets too lengthy, and yeah, I don't really want to record and upload all that. But really, I mean, generally, like I said, I don't go into the mega base territory, you know? This is the victory screen and this is the end, usually, and I don't build past this. It just doesn't interest me as much as, like, starting fresh and doing something different. Much like RimWorld. You know, RimWorld, I rarely go too far on one save, because I like to start over and do something fresh. I like to try different mods, different playstyles, things like that. So, you know, if people enjoyed this and want some more Factorio coverage, we could take a look at an overhaul mod or something like that. Probably like Factorio 2, which is one I have experience with, or I'm interested in checking out Industrial Revolution, which really overhauls like the burner and steam phase and stuff, and has some, like, you know, really cool like steampunk aesthetics. So that could I've heard good things about that. Beyond that though, the bigger overhauls like um, Bob's and Angels, Pianodon. I mean, I'll never get to Pianodons. Exotic Industries, I have played like 80 some hours, like I said, of it. Is really good, but it's not something I can just play without doing stuff on my own. I can't record the whole thing. So that's where it gets tricky with the bigger overhauls. But yeah, Factorio is really just a one of a kind, kind of just amazing, fantastic game that I've really grown to love, despite kind of brushing it off initially when I first tried the tutorial and stuff. It just was like, oh, this is all logistics and this is real nerd shit. And I don't, I mean, it kind of feels like an RTS a little bit, and I can't think of all these like logistics and planning stuff out and thinking on that scale. And I still can't really get into it too much. Like, if you ask me to design my own mall or something, I kind of fall apart. But I really love it. And I really would love to play through one of the big overhaul mods, like Bob's and Angels or something like that. But I wouldn't want to do it solo. I'd want to do it with someone else or other people. And no one I know would dedicate that amount of time. So, yeah, I need to find like a wife that loves Factorio and just wants to play Bob's and Angels for the like 500 hours or some whatever it takes, or space exploration for whatever it takes. Just hundreds of hours. We just sit down and play every night. Um, that would be cool. But as it is as it is. Yeah, so there you have it. Great game. I highly recommend checking it out. Even if you're not sure if you're into planning and logistics and all that sort of stuff. Neither was I. But it kind of just grows on you the more you learn. You got to be open to learning. That's the thing. You know, watch some videos, read some tutorials, do the tutorial, so on and so forth. The base game really is not that complicated. But yeah, all right. Just under 3 hours here, and it's past my bedtime, so we're gonna bring it to a close. Good stuff, though. I'm glad we finished. I'm definitely glad we finished. Transport drones, really fun mod. Definitely gonna be playing with that in the future. Mining drones, possibly a little overpowered, I would say. I don't think I could have had that sort of output of plates just off of putting drills down on a field. I probably would have had to go to other fields and use trains. So, mining drones are probably a little OP, but, you know, it was fine. Yeah, alright. My name is Mangg. Game we just finished watching is Factorio. And I'll see you fine folks around.